Hello everyone. Today we're gonna start with the frequency distribution. So frequency distribution is a type of business analytics that help us to find out the number of occurrences of each class of data in a data set. So we have a data set of these. Frequency distribution is of two types. One is the qualitative and or the categorical data. Another one is the quantitative data. For the qualitative and for the categorical data, we have this data set. Since it is our very beginning of the class, very beginning of the learning, so we have taken a very short, very simple data set so that the beginners can have a clear idea, have a clear concept like how to do the frequency distribution. It's a very basic video. So I hope you will like it. So let's start. Firstly, we will choose the bin or class. Bin or class is basically the type of data, and we will take the data from here each time. And if one data should be taken only once, like Yahoo, you can see it has been repeated so many times, but we'll take only once. And the format, that is the font and the letter size, should be exactly same. So either you can type it by seeing the format, or you can just copy paste it, and followed by you will find the frequency, relative frequency, cumulative relative frequency, cumulative frequency, percentage frequency. We have already done it in through manually. Today we will do it through Excel, and Excel will save a lot of time. So now let's start. So firstly we will copy so that there is no scope of any mistake. So Control C and Control V, Yahoo. Each data set will be taken only once, each data. Then we will take the Wikipedia, Control C, Control V. Then we'll take the Facebook, Control C, Control V. Wikipedia has already been taken, so we will skip it. Google, Control C, Control V. YouTube, Control C, Control V. And the rest of the data set, we can see that it has already been taken. Now the frequency for the cumulative, for the qualitative or the categorical data, the formula is countif. Then we'll select the range, that is the data set. The range will be selected. We will lock it to F4. Just click F4, then comma, then criteria. Since we are at the Yahoo cell, so correspondence to that cell, we will just click it and close the bracket and give enter. So it's 13. Then we will drag it up to our requirement, up to the data we have. Then we will give the total. We'll find the total. The total is the total number of data set. It is represented by or denoted by n. Then it is simple, just summation, sum. Then we will just select up to the data. It is 50. So we can match it. Since it's a very small data set, we can see the row number is 5 and the column number is 10. So 5 into 10, 50. It's correct. We can bold it, the answer, and color it so that it helps us to have a clear concept or have a clear visualization. Now regarding the relative frequency is the percentage frequency, like out of 100%, how much of each of the data has taken. Now, so it is equal, then we'll give the frequency divided by the total number. Since the total number will be divided by with all the frequency, so since it is applicable or it will be for everyone, so every data, so we will just lock it to F4. That's it. Give enter. 0.26. Just drag it. And the summation of relative frequency should always be 1. So we can see it is 1. It is right. We can give color. See 1. Now the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is the frequency. First one will be as it is. From the second one, we will select the first one, then give plus, and the second followed by the second one. As the simple concept, just drag it, and the last one should always be 50. Since it is a cumulative one, the previous numbers are being added back, are added back. So it is 50, so it is right. Now the cumulative relative frequency. Cumulative relative frequency is the same like frequency divided by cumulative frequency divided by the data. Since it is applicable for everyone, so we lock it. See, it is 0.26. Just drag it, and it will also be, the last one will be 1. So this this one and frequency, relative frequency, and cumulative frequency and cumulative relative frequency had the similar concept. Now the percentage frequency. For the percentage frequency, we will first drag it. I am just trying to help you with the easiest one. So we'll just give the percentage sign. Then we'll select one cell, give equal. Percentage frequency is the relative frequencies. So give this one, it's 26%. The last one should be 100%. See, it's already done. These are the thing you can do, how you can format. It's on you. Now, percentage frequency, we can do it like this. Another way we can do is like this. Let me show you so that you can understand. This way is also right, but I prefer the previous one. The second method, you can use that frequency divided by, like, firstly we will select it so that it gives us a percentage form. Then we will select equal and give frequency divided by this one, F4, 26%. So we can do it in either way. Either way answer will be right, but the short form will be, easiest form will be to do it like that. Okay, now we will do the, so the frequency part is done. Now we can just give like this, box it, so format it, give the box all borders. Then we can even choose color like this. There are many standard form too to do colors, like easy shortcuts, but since we are at the very beginning, so we will do it as simple as it, because the initial phase is to grab the concepts. Just color it. Just to, it's completely on yourself how you want it to look like. So this is basically the thing. Now we will visualize it. It's on you how you want your graph to see. So for any visualization, there should be the basic one, or the generalized form will be, there should be one x and there should be one y. That is the independent and dependent variable. That is, we should have a 2D figure, or the two variables should be there. So I want to see how much percentage of the Yahoo takes and the Wikipedia takes. So for that, I will select the percentage, or you can select the bin class as well first, it's on you. So select the percentage up to this, don't choose the 100%, up to the data. Then while pressing the control, I'm pressing the control. While pressing the control, then select from bin, always take the heading, and then up to YT. That's it. So then just leave everything, then go to insert, recommended charts. So I think the pie chart is most applicable. Give OK. And now you can choose your pie chart. You can change the colors. You can, like, I can change, it's on yourself. You can give a 3D figure. Okay, it's completely on you how you want your pie chart to look like. Like you can either go for this pie chart, or there are many 3D figures are also available. Okay, like from here you can choose, actually, see, from recommended charts to all charts. Give OK. This one is more appealing. Then you can change this color, like if you want it to look black and the color should be more vibrant. Then you want it to look like the data levels should be there, like the percentage form should be there. You can go to the plus sign, then you can give this. So in this way we can easily find the thing. Then after everything, give Control S, or you can give Control S in intervals, so that your if any misoccurrence occur, the file can be saved, the file can be recovered. So this is how we can do the frequency distribution from the qualitative data. I hope you like the video, and if there is any mistake or anything I wasn't able to and teach you guys. I'm extremely sorry. Please pardon me, and please support me so that I can have better knowledge and can have the motivation, have the positive incentive to teach you. Thank you for today.